So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Bulletmarv video. So, what is this video going to entail? Well, primarily it's going to be a new tour of the new game room and living room where all my consoles are, and a bit of an update about what's going on with me. But I think what's probably best to start with is the updates, all in all. So, big news, obviously moved out into a new place, moved out with my girlfriend, so me and my girlfriend have started renting a place, and she has been an absolute champ in letting me use the spare room as an office. Pretty much office and game library. So it's pretty cool of her to do that for me and to let me have that, as well as having my consoles out in the living room and everything of that nature. And so far, it's going really well actually with me and my girlfriend, so thumbs up there. As for pickups videos, game capture, stuff like that, as for game capture, I am having a few problems with that at the moment due to the capture device that I've been using, the HD PVR rocket from Arpog. That's just died a death, blue smoke, so I can't even capture footage with that anymore. I have been trying to do game streams through YouTube as well, so I've been playing through Resident Evil 2, seeing as I got that on Steam for a really good price. I thought I'll play through it there with that. Apart from that, obviously not working at the moment, and I have to be a bit more careful with funds due to moving out as well. So as for pickups, not being able to get out due to the pandemic that's going on, a lot of charity shops and stuff like that are closed. And as I said, just trying to be a bit more careful with my money, so not spend as much money on this and everything of that nature. So let's begin by showing you the game room. So let's start with this one here. So as you can see, I've got my Resident Evil Funko Pops, my Star Trek TNG data signed by Brett Spiner. Moving on to my Master System collection here. Very proud of this collection and a lot of good games on the system. Can't recommend the Master System enough there. And just showing a few of my games here for it. So Ease, Zillion 1 and 2 are some of my favourite games on the system there. I've got them all double stacked on there. This is my N64 collection, so a bit of a shambles. Well, quite a few of them are out of cases. I've got quite a few in cases here. This is obviously Resident Evil 2 box there, which I am extremely proud of. I love that game so much, and just got random bits there. So this is my Game Boy Advance boxed collection, along with my Super Nintendo NES Classic. Interesting thing about the NES Classic, I have actually hacked it, so I can just pop game ROMs on and I can play whichever. Some of my Game Boy games are Perfect Dark on the Game Boy Color, as well as Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past 4 Swords Adventure on there. And along with, obviously, Resident Evil Gaiden. Can't go wrong there. Moving down to my PS1 collection. This is probably one of my bigger sized ones at the moment in this new house. I do have a lot of fond memories with the PS1, being my first ever console, actually, what I really got into as such. I mean, I did start with like Master System and Mega Drive, but this was like the main one that I visibly remember in my mind. A lot of great games in it, and this is kind of my random bits and bats with a few PS2 games. So I've got my SNES games there, like Fatal Fight 2, some NES games there, and just a few loose PS2 games on that shelf there as well. Some of the games here though that I do like as well, so stuff like Orphan, Sign of Sorcery is a great game. On that, obviously got Mega Man, Resident Evil Code Veronica Correct, Being a Resident and Silent Hill. And here I've just got my boxed Rainbow Six free special edition. And moving over quickly to my Wii U collection. Do love that collection. As well, I've got my Mortal Kombat 3 controllers there, special ones for that game, for the Mega Drive. Onto my Saturn collection. So I've got a few Saturn games here, which I like. Great system, very hard to collect for those, not a lot of people use it, and I've just got random Mega CD, and I've got some Game Gear box games there. I've got my 3DS in there, as well as my, yes I have one, the Tiger GameCom, the worst console ever, well handheld. Moving down, I've got my Game Gear stuff, as well as just some original Xbox games. Moving down to my PS3 collection. I've got quite a few PS3 games. Obviously I play them on the PS3, which is connected to my computer. Some great games, especially the Yakuza series. It really took off on that system, I would say, rivaling the PS2. And just some great fun games. I have a lot of fun with the PS3 and a lot of fun memories of it. So on this shelf you've got my Bravely Second End Layer Collector's Edition, along with my Mega Drive collection here. A lot of good games on the Mega Drive, big fan of the Mortal Kombat series on there. eSWAT's a great game, X-Mutants, Mario plush there. Streets of Rage 2 though and Strider are probably some of my favourite games on that system. And Alicia Dragoon isn't bad either. This is my specials shelf, so you've got my Sakura Wars Collector's Edition, my Rule of Rose, my Cyberbots on my Sega Saturn. That means a lot to me, as that's one of the first games that my girlfriend ever got for me. And also you've got my Street Fighter 15th Anniversary Collector's Controllers. And I am actually after a set of these, but I've only got the Ryu and Chun-Li at the moment, and these are to be used on the PlayStation 2. And we go down to my Wii collection. Do actually enjoy the Wii. It's an underrated system. I've got quite a few filler titles, but I've got a lot of the must-have. Stuff like Pandora's Tower, Fragile Dreams, Xenoblade Chronicles, Last Story, No More Heroes 1 and 2, various things like that. And on here you have got my PS Vita hat with hats firmware to download games. You've got my girlfriend's Game Boy Advance set, and then you've got my Game Boy Advance, which is one with the backlit screen, as I modded that myself. And it's worth doing that. And these are just like loose consoles that I've got the Xbox 360, Super Nintendo. In the metal case there, I've actually got loose Dreamcast games. I got that in a bundle actually, which had a lot of good games in it, and I got it from really cheap, so didn't have cases. My girlfriend's N64, as well as the NAS system. This is the handheld corner and memory card corner, which is a shambles at the moment. Looking into making that better, and just a few more original Xbox games and some of the must-haves out in the collection of PS2 titles. So this is my desk workspace. It's a bit of a mess, but here's my computer with my PS3 alongside it there. This is what I do a lot of the editing on. I've got blank CDs for backups of games and stuff like that. Obviously, I've got to have a multicoloured keyboard, and that's my 144Hz 1080p monitor. So that's how I've got the game room, office / laundry room set up at the moment. Yeah, it seems to be working pretty well at the moment actually. I will put the specs of my PC that I use for video editing. I will put that in the description below as well, so you can get an idea about what I'm running. Obviously you can see from the video I'm definitely running an AMD CPU, and I've got an NVIDIA GTX 1070 for the win. It's the EVGA model. Don't see point in updating that anytime soon really, just because that's working fine and I'm still getting good frame rates, and I can still put stuff up to high quality while playing 1080p gaming with that. And more or less, you know, I've shown you some of the stuff that I do like in my collection here, and some of the games that I've got and how I've got it arranged as well. So next we'll move over to the living room, where I've got my console set up, as well as where the rest of my games are as well. So in the living room I have my Wii U controller on there with some of my Geforce Funko Pops, and here we have the 3DS and DS collection / Pokemon shrine, because me and my girlfriend are big fans of Pokemon. And the 2DS XL, that's actually my girlfriend's, which I got her for her birthday, and she's been very happy with that recently. So you've got my Resident Evil 2 picture there, drawing, and moving over to the shelf. So you've got my Resident Evil 4 chainsaw control for the PS2, some Resident Evil plushes there, big Resident Evil fan me. And then you've got my Neo Geo CD collection along with my Dreamcast collection, and big fan of the Dreamcast, obviously got all the Resident Evils on there as well. If we move below, you've got my PS4 collection there, and next to that you have my Nintendo Switch and GameCube collections. Good thing about my GameCube, that I do actually use Homebrew to play backups and for the Game Boy interface. So here is my gaming setup. Got my HD TV there, and along with my consoles. So I've got my Neo Geo Pocket Color there, my custom made Switch control, as well as my Nintendo Switch with the N64 dust cover. That's the Pokemon N64 there, with light up cheeks and special buttons. My OSSC, or Open Source Scan Converter. I've got my Mega Drive 1 connected up to the Mega CD, and below that I have the original Xbox there. That's some of the consoles there. Moving over to the other side, you have my Sega Saturn along with 2 SCART switches, so I've got a Banbridge and a generic one as well. Below that I've got my Neo Geo my Neo Geo CD, Dreamcast and Wii U. Here I've got my PS1, PS2 and PS4, as well as my Resident Evil 4 GameCube, which I use the SD Media Launcher to launch Homebrew on. So, that's the end of the tour there. Just a few quick update notes on everything as well at the end. I won't be able to do any gameplay capture at the moment because the device that I've been using for that died on me. You know, blue smoke came out and not good there. I was using the APOG PVR rocket, so the very small one, to capture a device in my old place. Unfortunately that died, so I am looking into alternatives. Been looking into wireless HDMI solutions, so hopefully that should work. Maybe, maybe not, I don't know. Been looking into some internal capture cards as well, and something that's got good compatibility with OSSC. I've been advised that Elgato capture devices, internal ones, tend to be the better ones for it, so I've been looking into that, trying to find a cheap second-hand alternative, and then looking at funding whether I can or can't. But that'll come later. And yes, so but I will be doing live streams and everything like that as well, so hope you enjoy. I hope you look forward to seeing them. And if you like this video, like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. Just feel free to pop any comments or suggestions in the comment section below. And if you want to see more of these videos, feel free to subscribe. And as I say at the end of every video, keep on gaming.